Due to a cease and desist letter from ATU International, I am not permitted to use ATU TV as the name of my show.
Due to the classic intimidation tactics of those who wish to keep members silent while they take our money, all content with ATU has been removed. For anyone who thinks they can shut down member opinions and member rights through intimidation, why don't you take your own advice that you like to showboat on stage with? That being said, let's get back to business. Tonight, we're exposing a classic tactic that's hitting our operators hard: the shady awarding of higher-paying trainer roles. Is it legit business? Or is management using these juicy perks as kickbacks to reward anti-union loyalty and punish grievance filers? Now, I want to be clear, I'm not talking about one-on-one instructors that are considered the same role, seemingly to conflate the two. I'm talking about the permanent training group that intake new student orientation for CDL training. One-on-one trainers are hired without discrimination. But when the induction trainers set a culture of discrimination against non-union members and fear of losing your job due to management retaliation if you dare to speak out, raises a lot of questions about the people put in place and why they were chosen for that permanent position. All of that was specific to the South Yard TransDev, and I'm not going to name names, but we're going to discuss more in depth on the topic in general. We'll break it down with the facts from your 2020 through 2025 CBA, still in effect till a new agreement can be reached. NLRA protections, Arizona law, and hard-hitting examples from the National Anti-Union Playbook. Because when company men posing as union officers get handed permanent positions to induct new members and scare them into keeping quiet, that's not training, that's union busting 101. Let's start with the facts on the ground. Higher paying trainer positions are a real thing in transit, and extra responsibility, extra pay. Your CBA doesn't mandate seniority bidding for them like regular runs Article 47. TransDev has wide latitude, unless it's being used to discriminate, and that's exactly what the red flags scream. From the National Labor Relations Act, NLRA, the Wagner Act Foundation we fought for back in 1935 and strengthened against Taft-Hartley attacks, Section 8A3 makes it illegal to discriminate in hire or tenure or any term of employment, including special pay assignments, to encourage or discourage union activity. But Section 8AS1 bans interference, restraint, or coercion of your Section 7 rights, filing grievances, supporting the union, concerted activity. If trainers are disproportionately going to operators who skip grievances, vote for substandard deals, or stay quiet while pro-union folks get denied, that's a textbook unfair labor practice ULP. Courts and the NLRB look at the totality of circumstances. In Arizona, as a right-to-work state, we still get full NLRA protection, plus the Arizona Civil Rights Act, ACRA, bans retaliation based on protected activity. And the Arizona Employment Protection Act shields against wrongful adverse actions for whistleblowing or union complaints. If you suspect this at your place of employment, document everything: dates, who got picked, statements tying it to union activity. Don't wait to file a grievance and immediately file a ULP charge at the NLRB headquarters, downtown Phoenix. This kind of behavior is unacceptable, whether it's coming from management, the union, or both. For discrimination, hit the EEOC or AZ Attorney General's Civil Rights Division. If you have company men masquerading as union reps, that is because of lack of member involvement, leaving the union doors wide open for management to rig your elections and take your union. Now let's connect the dots with what every union fighter needs to know. Employers nationwide pull the same stunts to discourage participation. From the union-busting playbook and labor lab reports, they hold captive audience meetings and one-on-ones, promising we'll take care of you if you skip the union. They park moving vans outside to scare you into thinking the company will bolt. But those tactics are all too obvious and mainly used in small towns and suburban areas. Inner-city anti-union tactics are less obvious. But if they can scare employees out of participating, and they can hold your union meetings and elections captive, which is much more effective. Now, I can tell you from personal experience, our members have been shut out from our own union by quote-unquote elected officers. And if you find yourself trying to participate in union affairs and all you get is a nothing to see here attitude, that's your first red flag. And yes, companies have weaponized perks like special assignments as bribes. Reward the loyal operators who avoid grievances, or back substandard contracts, punish the fighters. Real-world examples. Look at the UAW scandal. where Fiat Chrysler paid millions in bribes and kickbacks to union officials for sweetheart contracts that sold out workers, golf trips, luxury perks, all while members got screwed. Or general cases where management funnels favors to anti-union voices to split the shop. It's the same game here in Phoenix. If trainers are going to grievance avoiders while union active operators get passed over, that's not best qualified, that's interference under NLRA. And union officers in bed with management? LMRDA Title V from the OLMS fact sheets we covered before is crystal clear. Officers have a fiduciary duty to manage union affairs solely for the members' benefit. No sweetheart deals for personal perks. Embezzlement or collusion is a federal crime. Title I Bill of Rights protects your equal participation and speech. If any officer is playing favorites in trainer selections or ignoring retaliation, that's a potential LMRDA violation. Document it, examine the books, and hit OLMS in Phoenix. Unions are required to retain 5 years of financials. This isn't theory, Local 1433. TransDev has faced NLRB heat before on retaliation. The trainer issue smells like classic divide and conquer. Break solidarity by buying off the quiet ones so the rest stay scared. But we know better. Higher permanent trainer pay is fine when it's fair based on safety record, performance, availability. Arbitrary or retaliatory. Illegal is why we built ATU strong. Management wants you isolated and grateful for crumbs. We want fair pay, safe buses, and real representation. If it feels like favoritism or retaliation, the NLRB are your weapons. File that charge. Stand together. Keep those buses rolling and those grievances coming. Solidarity forever.
This segment is 100% pro-worker, backed by the NLRA, LMRDA fact sheets, and real anti-union patterns from labor notes, EPI reports, and union corruption cases. If you're facing this as a union member in Phoenix, reach out to the NLRB immediately. The law is on our side when we use it. Riggedy, riggedy, wrecked, son!